win that we've got. Former Kilkenny minor Mick Morrissey cuts a great ball right across the field. Johnny Reardon lets it hop, takes it in his hand and is fouled by Vincent Conroy. Vincent can't believe it. Shock. Murty comes out now to take this free. This is a very scoreless position for Murty. Score at the moment, Cuala 1-2 to 2 points. That early goal just keeping the difference between the two teams. Lifts, strikes, and it's over the bar for Murty. Putnam McLaughlin taking this puck out, won 2 senior hurling championship medals with Vincents at centre forward in 81 and 82, and football centre forward in 81 and 84. It's a great record. Very loose play here. Damien Allen, Colin O'Leary collects the ball, drives it up again, goes in. John O'Riordan again. Paddy Brady clears. Brendan Ryan, very quickly done, very well done. It's Colin O'Leary again. Colin gets the ball in again, over John O'Riordan's head. Eamon Clancy comes out, clear, good clearance. A lot of loose play here for Nick Morrissey in the middle of the field. Lobs a very good ball in, dangerous ball dropping in into Paul McLaughlin, well taken. Little chink. And a good clearance. Under no pressure there. Jim Hayes goes to catch it, stops it, keeps it in. Here we have Tony Jennings, good left-handed player. Drops a dangerous ball in, was going over Gilly, drops the Brian McDermott, Damien Byrne. And we have Colin McGill on his foul, and it's a penalty. 20 minutes into the first half. I was watching Damien Byrne coming out. As far as I could see, Colin McGill was on the ground and fouled Seanie McDermott. So we've Paddy Roberts, who has an unusual habit of always taking off his helmet when he's taking frees, and he takes the frees around the middle of the field. It's his first year senior hurling. An onerous task for a young fella now taking this penalty. 3 men in the goal. Mickey Holden, John Tracy and Damien Byrne in the middle. Will he go for the goal or is he going to take his point? As he bends, lifts, goes for his goal, and it's a great save! Brilliant save there by either John Tracy or Damien Byrne. 2 points saved. Paddy Roberts made a definite decision there to go for the goal, and a great stop there. Could be very, very important at the end of this game. So we're just over 20 minutes gone. Still that goal separating the teams. 1-3 to 3 points. And a tremendous puck out from Damien Byrne again. A great improvement in his game. Shay Fleming coming out. Great clearance from Shay Fleming, playing very well at centre forward here. Ball breaking in, Mickey Holland. John Tracy gathers the ball. Man of the match in the semi-final. Drops Eamon Heary, fumbles it. Brendan Ryan hustling for it. Morris O'Callaghan breaks through, Paddy Roberts pulls, breaks out here to Jim Hayes. High ball to the left and wide. Vincent Conroy, Brendan Ryan, Vincent Conroy breaks that ball again. Vinnie Holland gathers and is fouled by young Jim Hayes. Jim Hayes and also another fellow on the Vincent team that's making his debut on in the Senior Hurling Championship final. And we're just looking in here where Vinnie's going to drop this ball. High ball, swinging over to the right. He's stopped from going wide. This is stopped. Murty Dempsey goes out, picks, lifts. Drives it across the square. Johnny Reardon's on it. Oh, Morris O'Callaghan ran across him. Eamon Heary pulled and missing. Coleman O'Driscoll takes the ball out and breaks across. Shay Fleming pulls. Eamon Clancy on his own pulls it out towards and over the end line on the 40. A great chance there. John O'Riordan was unsighted by Morris O'Callaghan. You can't blame Morris for going in, but at the same time, had he left it, it was coming straight into Johnny's hands. Now we're coming up to 24 minutes into the first half. Brendan Ryan going to cut this ball in now. Coleman O'Driscoll and Eamon Heary standing in front. Great cut from Brendan. Drops inside the 14, just outside the small square. Breaks loose. Eddie Murphy. And a free in. Little bit harsh on Damien Allen. Tomas Rector standing for no nonsense here, blowing up. And again, Murty Dempsey with a chance to stretch Cuala's lead to 4 points. Drives it over the bar, immaculate score. 143 points for Cuala, coming up to 25 minutes into the first half. Paul McLaughlin not getting the distance. If that wind is what we think, Marza Callan catches the ball and decides to start football and kicks it out over the end line, sideline here in front of us. Retrieves his hurl. And we have Shay Fleming. Shay Fleming, who was the captain of the Vincents team who won the crown last year, and also captain of the Dublin senior hurling team that made the great run in the National League this year. With to cut this ball. Vincent Conroy in front. Great cut from Shay Fleming. Drops it in on the 21. Johnny Tracy goes to collect. Oh, not such a good effort there on the clearance by Carchateva. Comes and makes up for it. Loses it again. Johnny Tracy shortens the grip. Drops it out on the left half back spot. And we've got a bit of hassle with Tommy Conroy and Mickey Holden. Tommy Conroy being booked. Tomas O'Driscoll booking Tommy Conroy and giving a free out. Mickey Holden not booked there at time. I didn't see, I don't know whether the camera had that or not. We might have a look at that later on. Anyway, Mickey Holden wins that one on points. John Tracy, not such a good puck. Drops on there, Tommy Conroy again. Vinnie Holden pulls. Eddie Murphy goes to catch, his blocked, and Carl Chute, a bit of sloppy play. Mick Morrissey pulls it right across the field. The Coleman O'Driscoll, Eamon Heary chasing him onto his left, pulls on the ground. Brilliant ball into the middle. Dave Bernie slips and it breaks through. Good cover by Paul McLaughlin. Good cover by Paul McLaughlin. A tremendous opportunity there had Dave held his feet. John Tracy picking up again, bursts out. Great play by John Tracy. Out to Colm O'Leary, pulls on the left, out over and into the crowd. Well, a couple of little instances to dwell on here at half time. We'll have something to talk about. That mistake there by Eamon Clancy, had Dave Bernie not fallen coming out for the volley, was cleared through with good cover by Paul McLaughlin. Cut in there by Shay Fleming again. In under it is John Tracy, goes through, breaks through Colm McGill. Brilliant clearance by Colm McGill. Eamon here, well tackled by Coleman O'Driscoll, taken out by Colm O'Leary. And it's a line ball now to be taken. See Shay Fleming going over to take it, but Jim Hayes has the ball. Jim Hayes is going to cut this ball in. This should be a very dangerous time for Cuala. Badly cut. Vinnie Holland comes out to take it. Brendan Ryan. Sloppy play and get a free out. Tommy Conroy handling the ball on the ground. About 3 minutes to go to half time. 143 points for Cuala. Mickey Holland going to take this free. Mickey, captain of the team. Lion-hearted Mickey Holland lifts, drives that ball straight up to Marcia Callan, catches, comes down with it, plays it on to Colm O'Driscoll, pulls on the ground into Dave Bernie, breaks it through for Eddie Murphy. Eddie misses it. Dave pulls on it again, breaks through again. Anyone in behind? Ed is in behind, goes down, and John O'Riordan's going to pull. Eddie Murphy's on the ball. Sloppy play breaks through, and Mick Morrissey on his own with a chance goes in with his left, has a look, and sends the ball wide. Couple of chances being missed here by Cuala in the first half, even though they're playing against this crosswind. Putting it with a sharp puck out to Shay Fleming. Lack of concentration there. Good clearance. Straight down in underneath it was Mickey Holland. Goes to catch it. Tommy Conroy and John Tracy. John Tracy knocks the ball out, so it's a cut. About 2 minutes to go into the first half. Dangerous time this now for Cuala. If you concede a score here would be disastrous. Great cut right across here. This is it. No, it's in. It's a goal. It's a goal cut in from a line ball here, batted back by Seanie McDermott. Just as I was saying, an absolutely disastrous time, tremendous time for Vincents to score a goal. We are now back to 1-4 to 1-3 with about a minute to go to half time, minute or two to half time. So we're only in a point in it. We're going to have some second half in our hands. There'll be nothing between these teams. Damien Bourne loves the ball back out again. Good ball. He's getting great distance in these puck outs against the wind. Vinnie Conroy rises way above everybody, catches it. But good blocking there by Mick Morrissey. Coleman O'Driscoll breaks it out to Eamon Heary. Kicks it down the field. Mickey Howland under it. Terry Jennings jumps on it. Mickey gets up, clears it again. Drops into the hands of Paddy Roberts. Yes, Paddy breaks it, goes, bends to lift it, can't lift it up. Tries to hit it on the ground. Jim Hayes lifts. Tommy Conroy's inside. He places himself right in. John Tracy coming out, attacking that ball. And it breaks through for Paddy Roberts. And Vincents have scored the equaliser just coming up to half time. So Vincents have to get right back into this game. So we have Tommy Conroy moved out to the middle of the field on Mick Morrissey, and Paddy Roberts has moved into full forward, and he's got to score on a point there. Mick Morrissey. A sloppy play over on the far side, pulled across in. Eamon Heary pulls on it. Morris Callahan drops it. Murty Dempsey breaks through, tips it over Tony Nealon's head, collects it again, keeps going. Great play there by Murty. Left on his own. 1, 2, 3, 4 Vincents players around. Completely on his own. Bad clearance by Tony Neal. Eamon Clancy. Back down on the Cuala. Vincents 40, ball breaks through. Cullen McGill picks it up one hand, plays it out. Brilliant back play by Cullen McGill. The Hirsch O'Leary goes back, hits it right-handed, over to Finney Holan. Finney picks up, steadies himself, drives the ball right across to Murty Dempsey's corner. Tony Nealon's there, Damien Allen, ball breaks to Shea Fleming, picks up very sharply, and a nice clearance. A lot of clearances coming off Shea Fleming. Mickey Holan jumps, fails to catch it. Danger play here. Jim Hayes covering in at the back here for Vincents, nobody taking him up. Ball breaks across here. Luckily enough, it just goes wide. You can see there, you can see Jim Hayes totally on his own. Vincent's player just running out here, he was totally on his own. We have an injury, one of the Vincent's players, I'm not sure which one it is. So we've time to reflect there on a few minutes. We've got a goal and a point in a space of about 30 seconds for Vincent's, which brought them right back into the game. So that Vincent player organised up and ready for the fray. Ball dropping out again. Vincent Conroy rises again. Fails to gather it. Eddie Murphy chasing this ball. Damien Allen pulls and gets there before him. Carl Chute. A messy play over there. It's a Vincent's ball. I presume Damien Allen once again to take a line ball. Yes, we have another little bit of a problem here. Another Vincent's player in trouble again. Cullen McGill or one of the Cuala backs there had cleared the ball, and there was a late pull. We've got Seanie McDermott booked. So there's 2 Vincent's players booked at the moment, 3 and 1 Cuala. So the free will be from where the ball lands. Murty Dempsey with a chance to put Cuala in the lead going into the break at half time. And the ball hit wide by Murty. And there goes half time. So you can see there on the scoreboard, score at half time, Cuala 1-4, St. Vincent's 1-4. So we're now heading for a commercial break, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Sorry about to take your camera, lad. It's the wind.
I can't see it, Dick. It's not too sharp. And here we are back out again. I can immediately see one change on the Vincents team. I see Tom Quinn, the veteran Tom Quinn, coming in at right corner back for Paddy Brady. And the ball is in, the game is on. Cool on the attack. Tom Quinn come out to touch the ball for the first time. Coleman O'Driscoll takes it off, pulled across, broken through. Damien Allen once again playing a very good game for Vincents. Breaks out for Murty Dempsey. Murty puts the ball in, breaks in dangerously. Paul McLaughlin collects it safely. Plays a sweet little ball out to Tom Quinn, hand passes it out. Eamon Healy sends the ball up. Pulled on there by Shane Dalton. Mickey Holland collects it again. Under pressure here. Mickey, well played, Mickey Holland, blocked. Shane Dalton sends it in. Mickey collects it again. And a great clearance from Mickey Holland right down to the Vincent's 21. John O'Riordan under it. And Tom Quinn. Coleman O'Driscoll. A lot of Vincent's men's free at the moment here. Shay Fleming. On a Cuala ball. Shay Fleming runs out over the line with that ball. I'm just having a quick look around here, see if we got any changes. The Cuala back line still the same. Coleman O'Driscoll. Mick Morrissey, left-handed, strikes it over the bar. A beautiful point there from Mick Morrissey. And the lead for Cuala just 2 minutes into the second half. Murty Dempsey out from corner forward. Brendan Ryan moved into corner forward. Murty Dempsey out centre field now with Mick Morrissey. Murty being marked by Vincent Conroy. Puck out dropping in the middle of the field. 4 players jump for it. Marzik Allen gets the break. Left-handed drives it in. Dave Bernie in to collect a clash. Brendan Ryan on the ground, ball breaks out there. Tony Nealon, Murty Dempsey flicks it by him, gets it into his hand, well played. Slaps it in, stopped by Tommy Conroy. Paddy Roberts pulls and John Tracy comes out, breaks in. Terry Jennings on the ball, left-handed, well hooked by Carter. Mickey Holland in on back up, Johnny Tracy behind him. Mickey collects it, well played by Mickey, great play by Mickey Holland. Out to Carter, hooked but gets his puck in, coming to Ed Murphy. Ed collects the ball, drops it, collects it again, comes back, hand passes it in to Vinnie Holland. Quickly gets the ball right across the field. Great Coleman O'Driscoll, Eamon Healy, both players pull. Eamon Healy gets the ball, breaks out to Murty Dempsey on his own. Plays the ball back. Cullen O'Leary gets a chance, hits it back to Murty. And is he going, did we overdo it? Yes. Anyway, cleared out over the line. And it's a Cuala line ball there on the halfway line. Cullen O'Leary now to take this line ball. More direct play would be advisable here with this wind. Colin O'Leary cuts it. At the second attempt he gets it. Vinnie Conroy does very well there, clears the ball up. Terry Jennings breaks it down. Vinnie Conroy backing up again, misses it. Terry Jennings again. Colin O'Leary pulls it in. Scrappy play again, comes to Vinnie Holland totally on his own, left-handed. Quickly played down to the middle. Eddie Murphy. Eddie looked like a foul. Shay Fleming again. Shay Fleming having a very good game at centre back, but still only succeeds in belting the ball over the sideline. over there beside Cuala mentors Mick Dempsey. And here we have Aidan Devlin coming on for Vincents. Not 5 minutes into the second half. Who will he be replacing? Obviously it's a forward. Who's coming off up here? Terry Jennings taken off. So the guy that Mickey Holden was marking has been taken off. Terry Jennings walking up the far side of the field. Terry Jennings is the famous young fella who gave Kevin Heffernan the idea of introducing Keaveney in 1974. Anyway, the ball is cleared up there. Colin O'Leary under it, misses the block, breaks into Aidan Devlin, get his first chance. Mick Morrissey, good shoulder, pulled on it on the ground, good clean hurling, breaks to Morris O'Callaghan, left-handed, drives it in. Vinnie Conroy playing a very good game, blocked again by Coleman O'Driscoll. Murty Dempsey plays it out to Coleman, he picks it again and pushed out over the end line, or over the sideline, and it's a line ball for Cuala again. Eamon Heary there. Eamon Heary, a very wholehearted player, known as Joe Ackham for all his skills, which is more of a joke than a compliment. Murty Dempsey once again here now with a vital free, lifts, strikes. And it hits an absolutely beautiful point over the bar. Cuala go 2 points in the lead, 1-6 to 1-4. 5 minutes into the second half. Cuala supporters starting to get behind their men now. Vinnie Holland pulls there very strongly. Mickey Holland coming out again. Aidan Devlin on him. Horst O'Leary pulls a beautiful ball right across into the 40. Tony Nealon gathers, surrounded by Cuala players and considered to be fouled, and it's a free out for Vincents. Tom Quinn now about to take this free. Quickly strikes it, hard, drops it up here. Colin McGill on, comes, misses. John Tracy one-handed and misses. A lot of players expecting the ball to come through there. There's a lot of Vincents players in. We're 3-1 in at the back. Ball pulled out, it goes straight out to Jim Hayes, left-handed, drives it across here. Shane Dalton chasing it, has the legs, stops it. Card should take, comes out. Shane Dalton goes around him, keeps going, left, hand passes in. Colin McGill can't get. John Tracy gathers it, shortens the stick, clears it out. 2-1 here for Vincents. Eddie Murphy does brilliantly, it keeps and fails to keep it in play there. Damien Allen now once again to take the line ball here. Eddie the Eagle, known for his famous headwear here. Now we've Damien Allen to cut this ball. Yes, cuts it in. Oh, look at loose play here. Jim Hayes steadies, and it's going wide. That's this wind I've been talking about in the first half. It's making it very difficult for forwards to score. You want to be driving that ball to the left-hand post and to the right-hand post at the other side of the field. As we wait for this puck out now to be taken. Vincents trying to gain their 13th senior hurling title, founded in 1931. Cuala bidding their second attempt, the second final, to get their first championship final, founded in 1961. Great puck out there by Damien Byrne. Dropping on the Cuala half-forward line. Morris O'Callaghan pulls. Shay Fleming under the ball again. Shay Fleming playing an absolute stormer of a game at centre-back. Mick Morrissey gathers again. Shay Fleming once again to pull on it. John Tracy coming out to this ball, breaking it first. Doesn't get it. Colin McGill on, fumbling. Tracy gets it up, hits it left-handed, shorts the stick again. And we get Eamon Heary totally on his own. Coleman O'Driscoll chases in now. Pulling, ball stuck in there. Breaks out to Mick Morrissey, and he's pushed out over the sideline by Eamon Heary, and it's a Vincents line ball to be taken by Tom Quinn. And Tom places the ball now. Tom, a veteran of something like 19 years senior hurling championship fair, cuts a beautiful ball in up onto the half-forward line. Blocked out there by a Vincents player, but a free given. Free to be taken here by Shawnee McDermott. Shawnee, who is also has played some senior football with Vincents. A couple of championships behind him. Lifts, strikes, drops the ball short. A dangerous ball dropping into Damien Byrne, catches it. Goes out, being followed out by Aidan Devlin. Passes it out to Vinnie Holland, catches, in trouble, runs back towards his own goal and gets his right hand clearance not very far out onto the 40, dropping Vincent's men on his own. running with the ball. Shawnee McDermott, the man who took the original free, went to Vinnie Conroy. Vinnie goes to strike, slips, falls, throws it in. Marcus Callan picks a long clearance from Marcus Callan down into the right corner position. Tony Neal and Brendan Ryan. Tony Neal gathers a great ball and comes running away. Brendan Ryan chases, a sharp hook out to Jim Hayes. Jim throws it up. Murty Dempsey under the ball. Driven far side of the field. Tom Quinn out first. Takes it clearly. Slips, falls. John O'Riordan goes to take it off. Tom Quinn recovers. Breaks out the Coleman O'Driscoll. Breaks it inside. Johnny O'Riordan. Tom Quinn still tussling for the ball. O'Driscoll pulling through. Breaking out again. Ed Murphy, who's got a chance of a point. Takes it too crisply and just to the left and wide. A great chance there. Now Pudner with another hook out. Ball dropping out in the middle of the field now. Murty Dempsey gathers. Hits the low ball in. John O'Riordan going in. Tom Quinn pulls on the straight back out. Blocked by Colin O'Driscoll. Going towards the sideline. Stops it. Tom Quinn comes out. Takes it off him. And knocks it out over the line. And it's a line ball from Cuala on the 40. We are 10 minutes gone into the second half. 1-6 to 1-4 for Cuala. A very tight game here. Very tight game. I see Martin Wallace, one of the Cuala substitute forwards, warming up the far. The ball's headed across. Eddie Murphy face together. Pulls on it. In around the Vincents goal, cleared out along the ground. Comes straight out here to Shawnee McDermott. Carter Shawnee gets it, goes to go on a run, turns around, hits it with his right across the field. Shane Dalton will truly go on a run. Mickey Holden goes to stop him. Mickey Holden has to foul him. No choice there. And could easily have been a booking offence, but Tomás Rockter decides against. Now Shawnee McDermott now lining up this. Vincent's 2 points behind at this stage. 10 or 11 minutes into it. Doesn't lift it very well, but anyway, hits it straight over the bar. So we've got 1 point in it at this stage now. 1-6 to 1-5. Cuala in the lead. Shane Dalton hasn't really got into the game. That was the first real chance. The first time we saw him showing off his explosive speed. Very dangerous man if he gets a run at you at all. Moved out now. He's playing right half forward on Colin O'Leary. Jim Hayes gone in centre forward. Morris O'Callaghan fails to connect. Still there with Eamon Heary. Hand passes it up to Colin O'Leary, fails together, and it's Shane Dalton once again. Shane coming into the game now again. Hand passes the ball into Aidan Devlin. Aidan looks up, hits a high ball, dropping in under John Tracy and Paddy Roberts. John Tracy fails together. Paddy Roberts gets it in his hands. Gets a chance. Great stop by Damien Byrne. And Vinnie Holden very lucky there, he didn't get his leg broken. Great save there by Damien Byrne. Paddy Roberts had an ideal opportunity, running through at him, decided to hand pass and Damien came out and smothered it. Well done. John Tracy about to take this puck out. A brilliant chance there for Vincents. 12 minutes into it. Morris O'Callaghan standing under it again. Cool, Vincent's coming into this game now. Shea Fleming again. The man at the back, Damien Allen, hit with the left, hooked by Brendan Ryan. Brendan Ryan staying with him, stay for the hook again, pulled along the ground. Up to Jim Hayes, gets a chance, looks up. Carchute makes a brilliant block. Jim Hayes picks it up again. Good stuff, hand passed in, we've 2-1 here. Shawnee McDermott, Mick Morrissey, Carchute, Murty Dempsey and misses it, and Brendan Ryan and Tony Neal and Brendan Ryan. Puts a great ball by Brendan Ryan up around the corner. Dave Burney gets around him. Should be a free, collects the ball, drives it, and hard luck, Dave Burney. Actually, what I told you earlier on at the first half was wrong. It's Eamon Clancy who's been taken off the full back, and Paddy Brady has moved in full back. Just one little thing, Eamon Clancy has departed from the field, but Eamon Clancy was actually 2 years of age when Dave Bairdy won his All-Ireland medal in 1968. And Dave is still there, and Eamon is gone. Mick Holden on the ball, sidesteps, goes to hit it with the right. Vincents, as Helena Vincents getting back into this game now. Tom Quinn doing very hard work down there. John O'Riordan gets a chance, looks up, heads it in. Dave Bairdy backing in, ball breaking in. Chance to pull, pulls on it, breaks through to Putnam McLaughlin. Putnam running out to the 30-yard, 40-yard line, drops the ball, and this gets his pull in. Mick Morrissey picks, looks up, drops it again, gives it in. Ball taken off him. Damien Allen once again. Mick Morrissey chasing after Damien Allen. Not being caught. Mick not giving up. Still going. Caught the ball 3 times in the hand and it's a free out. Mick Morrissey with an ideal opportunity there to take a score. But fair dues to him, after making the mistake, he ran 60 yards after his man and forcing him to make an error. Vincent Holden with the free here now. Coming up to 15 minutes in the second half, only a point in it for Cuala. Ball driven in. Looks like it's just gone to trickle wide. Very lax play there in the Cuala forward line. Let that ball go wide like that. Well, bad puck out there. Morris O'Callaghan with a chance. Looks up, great block. Brady makes a good clearance again out to Murty Dempsey. Taken quickly and smartly and driven straight over the bar for a 2-point lead for Cuala. Halfway through the second half. The wind slightly favouring Cuala. Better puck out this time, dropping on to Murty Dempsey. Mick Morrissey pulls it right across, it'll go out over the sideline. These two teams renowned for their fighting spirit, so this game is not going to be over right until the final whistle. Cuala having the harder run into the final than Vincents. Vincents had a fairly easy passage, but to cope with all their matches in a professional manner. Won them all very handily. Won the semi-final handy against Oliver Plunkett's. Bad miss there. Morris O'Callaghan fails to pick it up. Still has the ball in front of him, Brendan Ryan. One fella sadly missing from the fray today is Mickey Kerwin, who got married yesterday and is on his way to Cyprus with Brenda today. Would love to be here, so we're very sorry to